Welcome to a Bendu special. Today is theater time. We have a story to run through. Once upon a time, there was a city. And in that city, there were towns. There were sections of town. Easts, wests, norths, northeasts. The town by the water. The town by the mountains. At some point in time, a dreadful occurrence began happening. It was slow. It was progressive. But no one would know. It began with addictions. It began with curses. It led to the loss of financial sustainability in a society that only operated through economic advancement. The only way to support and live is through an economic advancement, unlike most anybody would know. Many people lost their homes, lost places to live. But what was strange is that they didn't have to. The only reason they did was because of the system, the way the system worked. Or, shall we say, it didn't work. The problem became so bad, everything that they once knew, had known for decades, began to increasingly, mysteriously, splotch away into a different time, into a different reality. Many thought and felt there was no solution. Hopelessness began. More drugs, more addictions came into play and were brought in from somewhere. Slowly and surely, the chaos of the mind truly began to grow and go astray, run wild with chaos. As it seemed they were cushioning the problems, instead growing a new hideous one instead. The councilmen came together, the leaders came together. None of them had a solution, although they all had ideas and they all had tries at their solutions. But none seemed to work, nor make things any better. Problems just got worse and worse and worse. Another came with an idea. Would he know it would work? No. Did he promise that it would work? No. But what he did was he created an idea. If the problem was so deeply entangled into the mind of the man, the only way to untangle it would be to have to begin a new force, a new way that could begin healing the mind of the people. The first part of the plan was to take the game that he had built and turn it into a life-size object, as to create a superb dwelling that one could work a little bit, a good bit, enough to sustain themselves in this dwelling without the expenses as they were, without the limitations and the worry of being thrown out of their own home. How many of these boxes could be created? He proposed. And they're not exactly boxes. Think more like a Flintstones house. Only not made of stone, but perhaps a few elements that could be established and would be established through the reuse of machines, the redirection and directive of production from the machines. Everyone was going to have to help do something. This was a battle, a true fight for the thriving existence of the people. There needed to be a secure way. Securities needed to alter their ways in order to be able to keep the infiltration of drugs, addictions out, and help the community fight it out from the living dwellings. And there would be enough of them that would multiply the amount of living spaces and quarters that the society had by 100-fold. There was enough space on the land. Everyone was going to have to help and help secure healthy dwellings, places where people could begin healing, working to sustain themselves from a day to day, and be able to sustain without having to face the taking away of their dwelling. As much as the hopes were high, still was not much hope. For how would a game maker be able to solve such a problem? He thought and thought, and he decided he would tell the people his idea. What happened from there would only be known by being there. You make the story real. You make the story great. The end.